I want to share with you another adventure we took to search for bedrock mortars. We went to Knight's Ferry, which is on the Stanislaus River at just the beginning of the Sierra foothills and just east of the town of Oakdale. If you go to the Stanislaus River Park's website, you can get all the info you need to go there. It's an especially nice place to go in the spring when the wildflowers are blooming and the weather is still mild. There was a significant Miwok village in the Knight's Ferry area, so we wanted to see if we could find any bedrock mortars that would be evidence of a specific village site. We searched the area along the north bank of the Stanislaus River from the old flour mill and the covered bridge to about 1¼ miles upriver. There are quite a few good mortars that can be found, especially near the river, around the bridge and the flour mill. The bedrock mortars in this park are not marked in any way, but I think that makes it more fun because you have to search for them. This can be a great activity for kids, especially if they like treasure hunts. The easiest spot to find bedrock mortars is near the restroom, 1/3 of a mile upriver from the bridge. At the restroom, just walk to the right where there is a large flat rock formation. There's a good view of the river and some great examples of bedrock mortars.
Well, we're about a ½ mile east of Knight's Ferry, and we're planning on going down this trail down to the river to an area that's called the Last Rapid. We're right at a place called the Last Rapid on the Stanislaus. It's not actually the last rapid on the river. There are some further down. That just happens to be the name that this rapid has on this particular stretch.
This is an example of what might be a bedrock mortar. Notice that the shape is about right, but it's a little bit irregular. The size is approximately correct. The depth is good. It's near the water. But the location where it's at is a little bit difficult to actually sit there and be comfortable. So this is questionable.
Here's another example right there of what's probably a bedrock mortar. Very symmetrical and just about the right size. Well, I'm right down by the river now, and there's quite a few holes in the bedrock, but most of these holes are somewhat irregular in shape. And so the likelihood that they were specifically made for grinding acorns is doubtful. Looks like most of these were the result of some sort of erosion that occurred over a long period of time. Here you have an example of a very deep hole in the rock, but this is probably not a bedrock mortar because of its shape, not perfectly round. Plus it's very deep, much deeper than it would need to be as a bedrock mortar. And also the location too. So I pan back here, you can see I'm standing next to it so you can get an idea of its scale, its size. But I'm also standing right on the edge of a big rock that drops off on either side. So it wouldn't be practical for someone to sit here, especially for long periods of time, and grind acorns. A little closer. That's a good shape. Could be a bedrock mortar, but it's pretty small again. Don't know. This one again, it's hard to tell for sure whether it's a bedrock mortar or not, or just something that was naturally occurring.